Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, the voyageur. It's been a while, but I'm still here. And this is another segment of Know Before You Go. Alright, so you want to come to the Philippines. There are some things you got to know beforehand. One is if you look at the lights there, and then you're going to look at the lights there. One thing in the Philippines is they start Christmas in September. So you should know that. Plan accordingly if you celebrate that holiday. And the other thing is people like me and my wife, I have chronic bronchitis and I also have asthma. So I have, when I'm outside, I have to wear this again. Once again, there's island wide, and what I mean by island, Luzon. Okay, we live in Cavite. Then there's another province. Think of a province more like a county, and one of the volcanoes, which is an active volcano, is very active right now, and it is spewing smoke into the air, and it is covered all the way this area. And so they have a health alert was put out. Oh, you go outside, you can definitely see there is a grayish haze. So a health alert was put out because the volcano is acting up, and they recommend that if you have to go outside, that you will wear the mask. If not, they recommend that all your windows in your house be closed, all your doors be closed, and you are to stay in your house because of the health risk. So know before you go. When you're looking at a place to live in the Philippines and you don't want to deal with this, then you should check out whether or not where you live has any active volcanoes. Okay, if they have an active volcano, then, and you don't want to deal with that, so make sure that you plan accordingly. And then the other thing is when you come here, know before you go. Do your research. A lot of the women, not all, but a lot of the women don't like their boyfriends or their husbands to go out by themselves. I mean, I get a little tired myself having a chaperone or not be able to go to the mall by myself. Well, there's two good reasons for that. One, your wife, well, in my case, my wife, she's afraid for me because of my health, so she is very concerned. So she wants to be there with me. The other thing is in the Philippines, and I'm trying not to use definitives once again or make an overly generalized statement, but a lot of the guys in the Philippines have a little bit of wandering eyes and wandering hands. And so their women have learned to not to trust them. So so you have to ask yourself, am I willing to do that? Am I willing to put up with that? You have to ask yourself two questions. Am I willing to accept an unbearable truth, or am I willing to tolerate a soothing lie? And you had better be honest with yourself, because you get over here and you say one thing, you find out you can't. You don't want to ruin some girl's life, and you don't want to ruin your life. Okay? And so there's that. And so they have that. And so, you know, it's just, the big thing is always know before you go. Do your research, check things out, and also the hospitals. Unless you got money, and I'm not mentioning no hospital by name, but unless you have lots of money, let's just say, it's like Russian roulette. Okay, So just be prepared. Know before you go. Make sure you have your insurance. You buy insurance. And once you get over here, if you're TRICARE or something like that, make sure you have it if you're military or ex-military. If not, then make sure you have insurance. And when you get here, buy Philippine Health, PhilHealth. Make sure you have something, because here in this country, you pay before you stay. Okay, so it's a pain. So please know before you go. Do your research and come over here. The best thing I could say is, in my opinion, based upon my experience, is come over here and check the places out. Find out what's what. Find out where it is you want to live. Find out if the girl you're seeing actually wants to move and wouldn't mind moving somewhere else. You'll find the vast majority of the women are going to be okay with that. Some, they want to stay next to their family. You cannot blame them, okay? So, but know before you go, okay? And so, I think that is about it for today. And I am, of course, I'm in SM City Molino Mall and Bacoor City in Cavite, Philippines. This is a beautiful mall, and there's my favorite, Jollibee, yay! Chowking, yay! But Jollibee's awesome. And of course, I'm in Bread Talk. It's my favorite place to come. So until next time, just do your research, do your study, plan to come over here, and make sure you have enough money. So, and I would say, if you're going to come over here and you're going to live, in my opinion, my experience, you need at least a minimum of $2,000 a month. Yes, there are people who can live much less inexpensive than that. But you have to ask yourself, am I willing to do what I have to do to live for less than $1,500 or less than $1,000 a month? Am I willing to go through that? And so just know before you go. Okay, well, God bless. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.